Good morning, students. Here is another video session for biology class. Today we are starting with the chapter 6, tissues. And this very video is all about plant tissues and part 1. So in the previous chapter we have discussed about cells. We have discussed about cellular organelles and individual functions. Now, tissues are the group of same type of cells which act together. In this class, we will start with the plant tissues. So, what is the definition? A group of cells that forms a structural and functional unit of the entire plant body. 3 tissue systems in plants are found: ground tissue, variety of functions including support and photosynthesis. Vascular tissue, that is the plumbing system throughout the plants, conducts water, food, minerals, also strengthens and support the plant. And dermal tissue provides covering for the plant body. It is also known as epidermis of the plant body. Well, functions of these specialized tissues. Epidermal tissue, as you can see from the name, forms the outer protective covering of a plant. Ground tissue fills the interior of a plant. And vascular tissue, we all know that, transports water and nutrients in a plant and also provides support to the plant body. Now, the next slide is all about the different types of plant tissues. As a whole, the plant tissues are generally 2 types: meristematic tissues and permanent tissues. Meristematic tissues are further divided into apical, lateral and intercalary, and permanent tissues are differentiated into simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue includes parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma, and complex permanent tissue includes xylem and phloem, which are the vascular tissue. You can see over here a diagram which shows the virtual section or virtual diagram of the plant. If you cut a plant virtually, then you can have this kind of picture under microscope. The outer epidermal tissue or epidermis, the interior ground tissue, and the very core region is made up of the xylem and phloem, which are the vascular tissue. And this diagram, actually this is another diagram under microscope. When you are studying the cells and tissues under a microscope, you can see this kind of diagram where parenchyma, phloem, xylem all are present in random fashion. And this picture indicates the schematic representation of the plant tissue under microscope. Here you can see the plant cells are hexagonal or polygonal in shape, having nucleus and cytoplasm and cell wall. And attaching so many cells, we are getting the tissue. So coming to the first one, that is our topic for today, meristematic tissue. The cells for entire growth and development for the plant body. So the cells retain the ability to divide, that means cell division. Mitosis division is very important here. As we know that mitosis division is important for growth and development of plant body or animal body, whatever. So 3 types are there: apical, lateral and intercalary meristematic tissue. We told you that apical is the primary growth of root and shoot tips, and we will move on to the next, that is the 3 distinct types. Here you can see the diagram which shows the location of 3 different meristematic tissues, where apical is the type of meristematic tissue located in the apical region of the plant body, that is the root tip or shoot tip. So what are the characters of the cells in case of apical meristem? The cells are living and have thin walled. Vacuoles are few and small in size. Cells contain dense protoplasm and nuclei. Cells are spherical, oval or polygonal in shape, do not store reserve food materials and are in active state of metabolism. Because to divide the cells vigorously, we need active metabolism. So these are the characters of the cells of meristematic tissue. Now the first one, apical meristem. Apical meristems cause primary growth of the plant body. As cells in apical meristem divide and elongate, shoot tips and root tips grow longer. This increase in length is called primary growth of the plant body. That means increase in length of root tip and shoot tip is performed by the apical meristematic tissues only. Now, lateral meristematic tissue. This tissue lies on the sides of the plant body. It lies under the bark of the plant in form of cork cambium. It gives the plant the width or the girth. That is the lateral meristem. That means it induces the growth and development laterally to the plant body. No need to draw this diagram. This is just for your concept. Next thing is the last, intercalary. These are located at the base of the nodes, internodes and leaves. They are also present in between the permanent tissues. It produces an increase of length of organ. Example, stems of grasses or other monocots. So, it's all about 3 types of meristematic tissues we have learned. Now, you can see this diagram is very important for your exam. Suppose the question is draw the diagram of 3 distinct types of meristematic tissues. Then you have to draw this diagram mentioning the 3 label: apical meristem, intercalary meristem and the lateral meristem with this proper caption. So from this diagram you can see the location, distinct 3 locations of the tissues.